EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New Orleans Saints. On the visitors' sideline, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys really responded well to their loss in the opener. Winners of 4 straight since then. Across from him, Saints head coach Kellen Moore. His guys stuck in a bit of a lose. The Steelers offense winners of 4 in a row now as they get going here. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout.
He's had a season for the ages. Over 2,000 yards receiving. Simply incredible.
Yeah, and for the longest time, we've thought about Calvin Johnson. 1,964 yards. That was the standard before you could get to 2,000. This is uncharted territory that we're talking about right now. I just wonder, how much higher can he take this?
And that's the question everybody wants to know is, what's the final tally going to be? He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You look at this Saints defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because, guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Steelers 1st down.
To throw is Wilson.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 3 brings up
from the shotgun. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Now Wilson. His pass caught with the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The throwing window's get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have moved out in front. The Steelers offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Play action. Now Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Wilson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Visitors offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there, and it leaves them in a good spot here. 2nd down and inches upcoming.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line.
Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on first down.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's Wilson. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
first down carry here for Johnson.
Down at the 25. The Steelers in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Back to throw. Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3 yards to go.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And the Steelers first down.
Looking to throw. Wilson.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another first down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw. Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that will get it right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll give up the middle to Johnson.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going right side here, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43.
First down, Steelers.
Back to throw. Wilson completes it right side to Cooper.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
From the 38, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right at the 6.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A gain of 14. First down, Pittsburgh.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Chubb on the counter. And the stop here will come at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They go up the middle with Chubb.
Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw.
And he's going to be touched down here. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you're going to take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down at 6.
Looking to throw. Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Again, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, You might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up with you.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth-quarter lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because...
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And now out come the Steelers. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
To throw is Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one...
Comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch your team execute at a high level.
Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
It is always a good time for football here in the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. These guys coming in refreshed after that early season bye. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Russ now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 22. And that's the Steelers' first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wilson keeping it here. And he's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too. All right, here we go. Second down.
Down back at the 45-yard line.
Blitz coming. Russ. He lets one fly deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught for the first. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now. They'll find Johnson out of the backfield. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
These intermediate games, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most important, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
The Steelers and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
We should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson finds him over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They'll come up 1st and 10. Ross out of the pistol. He lost it deep left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Ross is cooking again. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Wilson to throw again. He lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
The offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. First down, here's Russ. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. From the 40 on 2nd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. First down throw from Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
First and 10 at the 40.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Finds the in route complete. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Well, Brock, even if they decide to start spreading love as the game goes on, I think they've found out who one of their primary targets is going to be.
And by starting so strong, Kate, you know what's going to happen. He's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to dictate coverage, take him away, and it's going to open up the rest of his crew.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Back at the 21-yard line.
Wilson out of the pistol. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Well, if early results hold here today, partner, it would appear that this guy's in store for a busy game. They've already made it a priority going his way.
They always want to get a guy this talented the ball early, right? Just get him in confidence, get him in rhythm.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
From the 27. Has it downfield, working the left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you get double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Wilson on 1st and 10. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall,
the offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. On 1st down, it's Wilson. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
that's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
His lofty little throw is going to wind up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Wilson now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Wilson with it on 1st. Finds him on the crossing route.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Russ now from the gun. He's going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Russ setting to throw. He has the first over the middle. he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
Covered by Denzel Ward.
They'll toss it to Johnson. And he reaches the 35 before going out. 8 yards on that play, and they only have 1 now to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Ross off the play fake. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, zero, get Chris for team.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That one's complete over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. The game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing is Wilson. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers throw 6 points onto their score.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by it.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They came into this game on a 5-game win streak and currently in control of what could be a 6th straight victory. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. Escapes a defender. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Russ looking to throw. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And they get this down to the 28. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And they'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got second and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. First down, here's Russ. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Now Wilson on the play fake. Completed over the middle. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw from Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's second down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. Going with a screen to Johnson. Dukes out a one-stop. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Russ is cooking again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Wilson to throw again. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a lead just before the end of the third. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
The offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again is Russ. They did it. He made the interception. That's Justin Simmons. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Wilson now off the play action. That's completed right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action now, Wilson. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, it's Wilson. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Up second and a yard.
Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Wilson with it on first. Finds a seam down the middle. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Wilson on 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. Wilson now from the gun. He's got it near the 8. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Sticking in the air with Wilson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now lead by 10. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They're headed down now defending not a 2-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think if it's a 2-score game, it's run, 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 take every second off and punt that ball. Not now. Now you've got to get to the plays that you trust and believe in the most.
Catch made over the middle. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets him the first, and they can run this clock out. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first.
34-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Finds his man over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using it. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And this game, wow, it came down to the final moments, where it was their clutch score that proved the difference and set up this victory.
The Steelers game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The division race is taking shape, and it's time to take stock of where they're sitting so far. Not everything is smooth sailing right now. There is a crack within the locker room that's about to be addressed. They can't afford to see it become a full-blown fracture. it's on to a new week for Pittsburgh. And next on the schedule are the Falcons. One of their players will be singled out for some extra attention. He has to be ready.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're on the Falcons sideline. That is head coach Raheem Morris. His guys trying to end the front half of this season on a better note. It's currently 2-5 on the year. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys with the crowd at their best. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Wilson airing it out to start. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Now an inside give to Johnson. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41.
First and 10 at the
Ross now from the gun. Lays out left side and gets it. That play good for 17 and a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
All right, set now, first and 10. Here's Wilson to the air. Finds Johnson out of the backfield. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Johnson up the middle. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
Ross out of the pistol. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Steelers, and they're wide out, headed to the field for a new series. This winning streak has been impressive for them. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. First down, here's Russ. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. Wow, the start he is on. This is going to be a heck of a performance if he and his quarterback can keep this pace up today, Brock.
And by starting so strong, he's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to start dictating coverage to him, and it's going to open up his boys.
Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's the Steelers' first down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Wilson out of the pistol. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Russ is cooking again. He completes it in traffic. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Ross off the play fake. Cut out left. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now the give to Johnson. He breaks the tackle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Hey, 0.
Working inside the red zone. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get 6 more on their early advantage. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game play there on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. On 1st down, it's Wilson. Short pass brought in. This one up to about the 27-yard line. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 27. Finds him over the middle. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st. New set of downs for him at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Wilson on the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Wilson now off the play action. Gets the feet in. That's a catch. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Wilson to throw again. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Wilson now, 1st and 10. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They're now set for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a carry by Johnson. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
12 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Intended for prior view. Incomplete.
Offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most. And we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. Looking to Johnson to start this drive. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing from near his own goal line. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. After the pick, here's Wilson. He throws a bullet to the... He's got it deep downfield. And he's able to reach the 40s on that play. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Sticking in the air with Wilson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 31-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. They give to Johnson on the option. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. Oh, this big guy is moving. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead on the first play of the drive. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like...
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. First down, here's Russ. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Here he is on third and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Falcons are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Ross off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, it's Wilson. Catch made over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On play action now, Wilson. Throw left side finds Fryermuth. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the 20-yard line.
Ross is cooking again. They find Johnson out of the backfield. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
So cover the Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the
Once more, it's Wilson. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. I'm just going to go out on a limb, Parker, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by these points.
tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
second and goal.
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I got to ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kay. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Wilson out of the pistol. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
With a slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Wilson now, first and 10. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it.
Oh, they faked the spike. They're going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Wilson to throw again. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the
Working inside the red zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
That's interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Russ now from the gun. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Wilson on 1st and 10. Cut out left. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw from Wilson. He's got a man left. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down from the red zone. That throw behind his intended target. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Caden Ellis.
Wilson now from the gun. Copy of the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices,
this offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Wilson with it on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. From the 40 on 2nd down. It's caught right side by Johnson. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the gun, Johnson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Following that incompletion, we've got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Going with Johnson here. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Second down at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught quickly on the slant. There it is! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers put up even more points in a win. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. On first down, it's Wilson. Hits it through the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, here's Russ. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Russ. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Russ is cooking again. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Once more, it's Wilson. It is caught left side. And he's going to get this down to the 9, and that puts him in goal to go.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Ross out of the pistol. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers making a 3-score game in the 4th. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Wilson to the air. That's caught for the first. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
Brings up 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Blitz coming. Russ. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers approaching win number 7 on the year. Here's a counter give to Chubb. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th.
Checking the win column for the Steelers. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.